Chapter 7, The Audition/Performance. Section 1, The Power of Silence. CS quote, "You are most powerful when you do not rush to fill the silence. Silence is both shield and sword." CS. Opening mini-story. She sat at the private dining table, candlelight flickering between half-finished drinks. A client, restless, expensive suit, accustomed to commanding every conversation, leaned forward, his tone suddenly sharp. "So, aren't you going to defend yourself?" She paused, held his gaze, let the question echo, and did not answer. The silence grew until it became a force in the room, heavy, then electric, then finally his posture softened. He exhaled. "You know, you don't give yourself away easily." She only smiled. In that moment, her silence had said everything. Unbothered, untouchable, unavailable for negotiation. He leaned back, suddenly more respectful. The dynamic shifted. That night, her boundaries were never tested again. Peer confession. "I used to think saying less made me seem less, but when I stopped trying to fill the air, the men who mattered listened more, and those who didn't revealed themselves quicker." The big idea. Silence is not emptiness. It is power in its rawest form, an active tool, not a passive void. In rooms where words are currency, silence is a luxury few can afford. Most people rush to explain, defend, justify, soothe, perform. The person who chooses when to speak and when to let silence hang becomes the fixed point the room must orient around. Silence does not mean submission. It means your value is not up for debate. In high-stakes situations, negotiations, drama, flirtation, confrontation, strategic silence signals confidence, mystery, command. You become the one others try to impress, reach, and win over. Power moves. Using silence in negotiations. When quoting a rate or setting a boundary, say your line, then stop. Do not add padding, do not soften, do not explain. Let the other person fill the silence. Why it works? People reveal more, concede more, or negotiate against themselves just to escape discomfort. Scenario: a client tries to lowball or distract. She gives her rate, then waits, smiling, calm. The client grows uncomfortable and agrees to her terms. Silence and seduction. Silence isn't only defensive, it's magnetic. The person who can hold silence after a flirtatious glance, a double entendre, a compliment, creates anticipation and intrigue. In an intimate moment, she lets the silence linger. Later, he says, "The quiet was more memorable than any words." When silence is a mirror, field drill. When faced with criticism, rudeness, or emotional outbursts, softly echo their question back. "Is that what you think?" Then fall silent. This forces them to examine themselves. They reveal more than they intended without you arguing. Advanced peer scenarios. When drama or gossip emerges among peers, smile lightly and say, "I have no opinion." Then let silence close the conversation. Those who keep pushing reveal insecurity. Those who respect you will stop. Silent boundary scripts. That's not up for discussion. I'd rather not answer that. Let's enjoy the moment. Silence as recovery. When overwhelmed, don't respond immediately to calls or texts. Let 30 minutes or more pass. This does two things: resets your nervous system, signals your time is valuable. Distinction in action, the unspoken strategy. She used to get pulled into every argument, every misunderstanding, every petty comment. Now she lets silence be her answer to gossip, criticism, manipulative questions. Her presence feels solid, unshakable. Others adjust their behavior because they're no longer sure they can access her reaction. Field drill, the 5-count rule. Whenever you feel pressure to react, inhale. Count 5 slow breaths before you speak. If still unsure, let silence speak for you. Practice in conversations and negotiations. Observe how often people reveal more when you don't fill the air. Signature Power Challenge. For the next 3 days, say 30% less in every interaction. Track who fills the space, who respects it, what you learn about yourself. Micro-scenario practice. At a networking event, someone gossips about another guest. She listens, offers no judgment, lets silence follow. The gossiper grows uneasy and either changes the subject or reveals insecurity. Meanwhile, her reputation rises as someone above the fray. Case study, turning silence into connection. A regular client, frustrated by a minor disagreement, raised his voice. Instead of returning fire, she folded her napkin, placed it quietly on the table, and said nothing. The awkwardness stretched. He lowered his voice and admitted, "I didn't want to lose you." Her silence didn't punish him, it revealed him. Power mistakes. What not to do. Using silence as punishment, cold withdrawal as manipulation. Freezing out of fear instead of choosing silence intentionally. Letting silence become passive avoidance instead of strategic restraint. Overusing silence when clarity is required. Some boundaries must be spoken. Myths versus truths. Myth: silence makes you look weak. Truth: silence makes others show their hand. Myth: talking more builds connection. Truth: talking less creates curiosity, and curiosity is a form of attraction. Red flags and green flags, silence edition. Red flag: someone gets angry when you don't explain yourself. Green flag: someone respects your calm pause and adjusts their tone. Red flag: a client tries to force you to perform emotionally. Green flag: a client mirrors your pace and listens more carefully. Power vocabulary, peers edition. I'm not comfortable sharing that. Let's keep it professional. Boundaries make business better. I value clarity over competition. Respect gets respect. Signature ritual, the circle audit. Once a month, review your peer group. Who energizes you? Who drains you? Who can be trusted with access? Adjust your openness accordingly. Peer wisdom and community tips. 5-count rule. Power phrases. Let's pause on that. I'll let my actions speak. Red flag: using silence to punish. Green flag: using silence to anchor power. Practice silence after setting boundaries. Journal and reflection prompts. When did holding back words serve me best? When did silence feel risky, and what did I learn? What happens when I say nothing, even when provoked? Mastery Toolkit and end of section recap. Law/key. Silence is not emptiness. It is command. Used with intention, it is the ultimate filter and amplifier of power. Quick actions. Breathe, pause, don't rush to fill the air. Let others show themselves. Mistake fix. If silence is misread, clarify with grace, not apology. Practice drill. Use the 5-count rule in your next tense conversation. Journal. When was your silence misunderstood? When did it serve you? CS Wisdom. What you do not say is as powerful as what you do. Field Wisdom. In every negotiation, whoever can hold silence the longest wins. Practice. Go a day using the phrase, "I'll think about it," then say nothing more.